Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, March 9th. This is the last gig of our acoustic Lyle Lovett tour tonight. And head home at the crack of dawn tomorrow. I got a 6:55 a.m. flight. Oh, joy. Flying to Dallas and connecting and heading on to Burbank and then home finally. And Jim Cox and I were looking at each other. We're working with Michael Lloyd this weekend. We have an album project to do with Kenny Aronoff and John Jorgensen and the two of us. So not really quite home. I'll be home sleeping at home, but be working. And then come Monday, I can start hunkering down on projects around the house that have piled up while I've been gone on this tour. But since I did the little walkthrough of the venue we're playing tonight, I thought today I would just put up some music, and I dug back deep into the archives and found an artist named Charlene, who's I'll get the exact album info, but I'll give you a little bit about her really interesting career. So let's get started here. Charlene Marilyn Oliver was born in 1950 and her name was changed just to Charlene, is an American easy listening and R&B singer best known for her song I've Never Been to Me, which initially being a commercial flop upon its original release in 1977 became a worldwide hit upon re-release in 1982 and has remained an enduring adult contemporary music staple. Charlene is also a songwriter, record producer, and author. She was born in Hollywood, and in 1973, at the age of 23, she signed with Motown Records, and using her moniker Charlene Duncan, her married name, released two unsuccessful singles. Charlene sought to find a niche at Motown by writing her own songs, doing demos for other artists, including Michael Jackson's One Day in Your Life, and working with various producers and writers before finally teaming up with Ron Miller. It goes through a whole lot of information about her career. It's really a really kind of not complicated, but it's her career is kind of like a couple of the buildings that I wandered through. It's like it went in a lot of different directions. But it said Charlene recorded I've Never Been to Me in 1976, and it reached number 97 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 singles in 1977. When released again in 1982, the single spent 20 weeks at the Hot 100, peaked at number 3, stayed on there for 3 weeks. It also reached number 7 on Adult Contemporary and number 60 on Hot Country Songs. The song it was her only top 40 hit. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. In 1982, Scott Shannon, a disc jockey then working in Tampa radio station WRBQ-FM, began playing the version from Charlene album, which is the one I worked on, with the original spoken bridge at the behest of his girlfriend, and response from local listeners was such as to motivate Shannon, the former Motown employee, to alert Motown president Jay Lasker of the track's hit potential. By this time, Charlene had lost her recording contract, moved to the United Kingdom, and was working in a sweet shop in Lilford in London. Upon locating Charlene, Lasker personally telephoned her to invite her to re-sign with Motown in order to facilitate the re-releases of I've Never Been to Me. In 1976, Charlene's legal name was Charlene Duncan from her marriage to record producer Larry Duncan. Shortly following the song's re-release in 82, her name became Charlene Oliver by her subsequent marriage to Englishman Jeff Oliver, who she wed in 1982. The song's music video was filmed in Blicking Hall, Norfolk, England, with Charlene appearing in her actual wedding dress. I've Never Been to Me was one of the year's biggest hits now, after being a flop, and experienced international success, becoming popular in 26 countries around the globe. It reached number 1 spot in the UK, Canada for 4 weeks, Ireland for 3 weeks, Australia for 6 weeks. It was also a top 10 triumph in Norway, Belgium, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. In addition, I've Never Been to Me became Motown's first top 10 hit by a white female solo singer. Only after leaving and suing Motown did Tina Marie score in 1985 with Lover Girl. Charlene even became one of the handful of artists on Motown Latino, where she issued a Spanish language cover of her hit. The current release of her album, I've Never Been to Me, was also relatively successful, peaking at number 36 on Billboard's Top 200. The LP mixed previously recorded tracks with some new material and featured 2 different covers. One shows Charlene in an elegant white dress, and the other using her image in a moody pastel rendering. Then it goes on to all of the things she's done since then. I mean, it's just interesting, all the different shows. She's written 3 books. Let's see. She's been married twice. She has 3 daughters and a grandchild. Her husband, Jeff Oliver. Charlene has been the co-operator of a legal document assistance agency servicing clients in and around Los Angeles. She lives in Fort Worth, Texas, where she's an instructor at the Creative Soul Music School. So that's just a real, I mean, if you look her up, it's a really interesting journey that she's been on. So the album, I've Never Been to Me, was released on Motown and re-released in 1982. This is the one we did. The arrangements on this are by Don Costa and Ken Hirsch, Ron Miller and Charlene. Gene Page did strings and horns on several of the tracks. I worked a great deal with Gene Page over the years. He's one of the great Motown arrangers and one of the funniest men I ever worked with. I loved him dearly. The bass duties on this album were myself and Wilton Felder. The drums are Ed Green. The electric piano is Reginald Burke. Guitars on this are Art Munson, Ben Benet, Jay Graydon, and Lee Rittenauer. Percussion is Gary Coleman. It was produced by, it's Ron Miller, Barry Gordy, Don Costa. Piano is Ken Hirsch, mastered by John Matusek. That's kind of what's available here right now. Also electric piano, Reggie Burke. Engineering was done by Russ Tarana, Eric Wangberg, assisted by Fred Law. So I'm going to play a couple of these tracks for you on here. Let me just get over here. This one is called Can't We Try? So this is Charlene. Here we go.
Just another helpless fool in love is what I am, but I don't give a damn. Sorry, I forgot myself. I guess that I'm just not myself. I know that we're not supposed to cry, and love is supposed to die. When people get to know each other, in case I don't see you again, I really wish you well. Baby, this is hell. Can't we try? Let's go back to yesterday and lie. Touch me one more time and
big arrangements on these. It's great. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, here's one called Hey Mama.
Growing into me ain't the best thing I could be. I was taken to the school of a life and taught conformity, and I really miss that kid and the crazy things she did. But I guess she wouldn't think too much of me. Hey mama, hey mama, can I go out into the world and play? Hey mama, hey mama, please come back and take the world away. Really hurt inside when they told me God had died, but I can't afford the luxury of honesty and pride. When they come to cut the cord, do they have to use a sword? How I wish I could find yesterday and hide. Hey mama, hey mama, can I go out into the world and play? Hey mama, hey mama, please come back and take the world away. Hey mama, hey mama, can I go out into the world and play? Hey mama, hey mama, please come back and take the world away. Hey mama, hey mama, can I go out into the world and play? Hey mama, hey mama, please come back and take the world away. Hey mama.
Yeah. Well, here's the one. This is the one that was I've Never Been to Me, which was the initial flop and then became a worldwide hit. So you never know. I mean, you can count things off, count things out, and weird things happen. And a different set of circumstances arise, a different flavor of the moment, or anything can happen. And boom, there you are with a hit that you thought was dead in the water. So here, this is I've Never Been to Me.
Hey lady, you lady, cursing at your life. You're a discontented mother and a regimented wife. I've no doubt you dream about the things you'll never do, but I wish someone had talked to me like I wanna talk to you. Ooh, I've been to Georgia and California and much of me still living in your eyes. Won't you share a part of a weary heart that has lived a million lives? Oh, I've been to Nice and the Isle of Greece while I sipped champagne on a yacht. I moved like Harlow in Monte Carlo and showed them what I've got. I've been undressed by kings and I've seen some things that a woman ain't supposed to see. I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. Hey, you know what paradise is? It's a lie, a fantasy we create about people and places as we'd like them to be. But you know what truth is? It's that little baby you're holding, and it's that man you fought with this morning, the same one you're going to make love with tonight. That's truth, that's love. Sometimes I've been to crying for unborn children that might have made me complete. But I took the sweet life and never knew I'd be bitter from the sweet. I spent my life exploring the subtle whoring that costs too much to be free. Hey lady, I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
So there's a bunch of great tracks on this album here. I've got a few more, but I'm going to let you discover them. I'm going to get ready, and we'll be heading out of here soon, going to our last sound check. Even though we played last night, we try to sound check every day. And then we've got some gigs coming up in April. And then around the 12th of June, I believe, we start our summer large band tour. And we'll be back with all the maniacs there. A couple of the crew guys on this tour aren't going to be there for the summer because they've already committed to other tours. So today will be a little bit sadness of saying goodbye to some of the guys I may never see again. That's always the hard part of these when a tour ends. Sometimes that is the only time you've had together. And you get really close out here on the road. It really becomes a family. So it'll be cool. Everybody's had a great time together, and it's just a great bunch of guys. The hardest part of this whole thing has been the amount of loss during the course of these 6 weeks that we've been out, losing so many people on this. It's really been quite staggering. My heart's with all of the families of the fellas that are gone. It's crazy. But I'll really be glad to get home, see Maureen, see the puppies, get back to getting my hands in the dirt and working in the yard and taking care of all kinds of stuff. And so that'll be great. And until then, just take good care. And for any of the Clubhouse members who are here, I believe I'm going to be doing finally getting back to doing our Clubhouse live stream next Wednesday. I believe Wednesday's the 15th. And so we'll be back on that, and Aaron will send out info on that. But so that's what's going on here. Take good care, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.